Okay, Dick Myers, wanted to show you a little kind of an update. Not that's not necessarily hunt test prep, but show you some of the drills. You guys have seen a lot of marking stuff. What the dog's been working on. I wanted to show you what we're working on to tweak for each of your dogs that need tweaking. So what Cedar needs is she needs to work in the water. So what I'm doing with her is I'm going to do some, it's actually kind of a combination of a drill and some fun retrieving. So I'm not going to restrict her here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the dummy out here and I'm going to make sure that it gets in swimming water. So when we have dogs like this that are struggling with their swimming, the only solution here is reps. There's no fix other than experience. And she's struggling here. She didn't even see the first one, so we're gonna have to work with that. All right, where's he at? Okay. All right, Cedar. There you go. Um, so the fix for her, what she needs is reps. Now, the thing when you have a dog that can't swim, if you look at her right now, she's swimming beautifully. This is actually very typical. Most dogs will swim properly. Give no fetch. Give. Most dogs will swim properly when they have the object in their mouth. So the trick to fixing all of this is to get her to spend as much time as possible with the object in her mouth retrieving, because that's when she's got a proper stroke. Now, she actually got into a little bit of running water. My pond's gone down just a little bit because we've been draining so hard. Um, but definitely the fix here is reps. And so we got the little mat. Give. Ugh, it's all muddy. And I'm not going to restrain her. Um, I want her to have fun doing this. And you can see she's just barely getting those feet above the water level. Um, and now she's got a great, beautiful stroke right there. So we want her to do that more. And so definitely when you guys get her home this summer, take her to the lake, take her to deep water, and just make her swim. And give her an object, give in her mouth, and she'll level off. That's almost how every dog fixes this. The important thing about Cedar in the water is what you're seeing with her entry. Cedar has no fear. There's no like she's not doing this because she's afraid of the water. There's no drive issue. There's no fear issue because that does happen, and that's actually a much bigger, more difficult fix. But this is just a case of we need to get the dog reps. Heel, heel, come on, heel, sit, give, and so we can practice our delivery to hand here. Now, I'm not gonna fuss at her for trying to be steady. We're gonna just keep doing this where she gets to have fun retrieves and we're going to be swimming in the water here. I'll probably take her. There's a couple of big lakes. I got some big ponds, and there's a Kansas lake. It's not a Minnesota lake. Okay, it's only like 3 miles long, so it's not a Minnesota lake. But a Kansas lake that's just down the road. That's pretty big water. And there's some good deep spots to do water work. So we'll probably do some stuff with Cedar then. The only concern that I have, of course, she's in heat, so she's working separately right now, which is important. We got to keep her separated, keep her safe, um, and we're getting her plenty of reps, and she's making progress in the water. It's not like she's not doing it. It's just it's not real pretty, And when she does that slap, the thing that gets her in trouble is she's putting her head up to keep the water out of her face. She puts her head up, she can't see where she's going, and she'll lose sight of her mark. So this will work. This will work through started in junior. Like she could pass started in junior, even with the slapping. Um, but I don't know that she will pass junior 4 for 4 if she keeps slapping. because she may get a technical or complicated watermark that makes it hard for her to keep track of where she's going. She'll certainly, I mean, all the retrieving mechanics are aces. That's great, and that's really come on nicely. Land, she's aces. But if she gets something really hairy, like if they threw a mark, back in like that wooded stuff or in some water with the cover, she might struggle to find a mark in the water, especially if it's floating on the water. Um, but the trick for this is there is no substitute for reps here. And so it's just get her in the water, get her in the water, get her in the water. And I'm just shooting this video. It's actually Easter Sunday. I'm shooting this video. We've got a big cold front supposed to blow through here in a couple of hours. We're supposed to get a bunch of storms, and it's supposed to be like in the 20s and 30s. So I want to get her in the water while it's warm, so that it's fun and she enjoys it. Good girl. So we're making good progress. Like, I mean, this all is fine. I mean, she would pass started for sure. She's doing great. We know her heat cycle will be out of the way, so we're making solid progress. We're just gonna keep grinding away with reps in the water for Cedar.